Hi there, this is Abhishek, and in this video I will talk about how you can create custom bins or custom categories from your continuous data. So for example, here in this dataset empty cars, let's say we have these MPG column, and in that we have different values, and suppose we want to create categories or the bins which has some ranges. So let's say from 21 to 25 we want to put the values under one bin, and then from 26 to 30 we want to put value in another bin, and that's how we want to show the values. Then how we can do this within R. So why we create these bins? It's basically, from a business perspective, showing each and every value by the continuous data or the count will not sometimes doesn't make much sense, but they, based on their business experience and based on their requirements, they identify certain bins are really helpful for them, and they ask to create or to show the information in bins. So for example, let's say sales, so 0 to 10,000 rupees sales in one bin, that how much sales, how many number of certain product that you have sold in that 0 to 10,000, and then from 10,000 to 50,000 rupees. So things like that. So kind of they want to show that if what are their high value product, what are their medium value product, and how the sales are coming in those categories. So if we go by that concept and try to create a bins, then let's see how we can achieve it within the R. So let's go ahead and utilize the command which is cut. Cut is helpful in creating the bins. If you want to know more about cut, then put a question mark and write cut, and it will show you this function, the description, that cut divides the range of x into intervals and code the values in x according to which interval they fall. So it's pretty straightforward. What we just need is the MPG value out of it. So first thing I will do is create an MPG, altogether a separate value first of all, and then I'm doing it from empty cars $MPG. So nothing new I'm doing, I'm just going ahead and storing the empty car MPG value into a new variable which is MPG. And if I write MPG, it's nothing but the same values which are out there. Now if I use the cut command and I write MPG, and I need to specify how many bins I want, whether 2, 3, 4, 5, how many bins I need. According to that, it will going to create a bins for us. So let's say if I need 5 ranges or 5 bins, then I need to specify 5 and hit enter. So here it has created the bins. So what it is indicating, that the first value, that 21, is falling in 19.8, 24.5, that bin, and so forth for rest of the values. But if you see the unique bins, then these are here mentioned under here levels. So from 10.4 to 15.5, that's the first range, 15.1 to 19.8 second range, 19.8 to 24.5 third, and then fourth, and then fifth. So that's how you can simply go ahead and create bins. If I need 6, I can go and specify 6, and we're going to create a 6 bins. So that you can play it around and figure it out how many number of bins are really helpful for you, and then you can create it. Sometimes what happens is these bins are not really meaningful from a presentation perspective, and you want to give names to these bins. Let's say this one is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or something like low, upper low, medium, high, upper high, and maybe extreme high, so that business user can easily see it, and they already have an idea about what it really means, and easily interpret it from the labels instead of particular numbers, which is hard to interpret for business user. So how you can do that? Again, you will specify the same command, and let's say we want to create only 5, and we want to add another parameter to assign the labels, and the parameter is again labels. We will say labels, and we will say within concatenate. So C is concatenate function, which will create a vector of levels, and that will say let's say first, second, and then third, fourth, and fifth. That's the simplest one we want to create. You can create your own based on your requirement, but that's just for example. So if I do that, now all these values been converted to a particular section based on the label that we have given. And here the levels that we are getting is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. The final thing is, how would you going to add it to the to your data set? So for that, you need to simply use the you need to add the column. So for example, empty cars is our data set, and we want to add, let's say, bins, and nothing we need to do is but just copy this. I just press the Control C and I'm hitting Control V and hit enter. So once we do that and we write empty cars again, we are getting these bins because we using the dollar, which is adding the column to us. If we don't want labels, then also in that case we just need to remove the labels from it and you will get the actual bins. Sometimes actual bins makes more sense. So if I want to show you now, in that case you are getting the actual bins information. So that's quickly I wanted to show you how you can create the bins and add the labels for a better understanding of end users, and then utilize it for your data analysis project. So I'll meet you in the new video with a new topic.